my
Alright.
my what?
Alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, we're live. We're proper live now. People can see us and do the things.
Oh no.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. That's
Why?
that. I'll bring you guys down a bit. There you guys go. Zach's just a hair. That is like eyes and hair on the layout. That's alright.
Attractive.
That's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna shrink it a bit.
Yeah, I can't see.
Well, I mean, Zach is mostly eyes and hair, though. So.
Yeah.
That is a fair point.
Zach's screen is
I
like
just,
90% hair.
mostly you just need this.
I mean, that's what you want from any guy. So.
90% hair. Is that a straight thing? Wanting 90% hair from guys?
No, I think it was head.
It was
It was like, so I always say the reason why I like beards is because all you need to see of a guy's face is here up anyway. So.
There we go. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. Cool. Yeah.
Just I'll you know,
Just
come into the stream. Just want to play with my friends, and I get objectified in this way.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We love it.
Crude jokes, just crude jokes.
I'm sorry,
That's
Zach.
life,
That's all
my
you're
friend.
here. That's all. We brought you in for your looks. It wasn't for anything else.
You are the eye candy of the series.
Yeah.
I'll wear progressively lower cut tops throughout.
Thank you.
Yes.
Wait,
thank
wouldn't
you,
that be
actually.
like a Twitch TOS violation?
as long as
Depends how low it gets.
as long as nips don't come out?
More appropriate.
Just
So
be a bikini.
Yeah.
if you would wear it to the shops, you can wear it on Twitch.
That's fair enough.
I guess
Well,
it depends on what shops
Australian-
Zach is going to.
Yeah. What should? Yeah. Because I'd go to the shops in my undies. Really.
Yeah, there'd be shops that would go to.
Well, I mean, I
You
guess,
can go
I
most
guess,
places in your undies.
I guess
though.
it is Perth. You could wear literally anything and
Yeah.
it'd be fine.
Ouch. Ouch.
Quite frequently go out in my pajamas.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
actually does.
Yeah,
That's
that's cool though. Pajamas
That's
are like
fine.
that.
That's-
There it is, Beastmaster. God, no, I'm pretty sure there was a more recent version of that as well.
Yeah, I feel like that can't be the most recent time I've
There was
heard the
another
phrase
version of
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster, I'm pretty sure.
Do you see the image I put in chat?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one we're looking at.
Like that guy's just not jacked. He's just oily.
Yeah, but it's old school Jack.
It's old school Jack, which
Yeah.
is just not really. Like they lifted.
Yeah,
one
I feel like
thing.
old school Jack is like they just like made dudes really tan and like rubbed them with like a weird shiny substance, and they were like, "That's Jack." And you're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
because it was
so
before
Jack."
they had like health
The Rock.
programs and stuff
It's
like that.
before they had Dwayne the Rock Johnson and
Yeah.
the
Wow.
Before
amazing
people did like
technological
keto and
advancements.
shit, they just
Yeah.
rubbed oil on other
Yeah,
people.
because
I
like
guess.
they're the same muscle consistency. It's just they aren't on a good diet. They're on like a diet of Jack Daniels and cigarettes.
Or like they're not severely dehydrating themselves before they go on camera as well.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
why do you have to make us all feel bad? All right, about that. We're all modern actors, okay?
Yeah, look at Nato not severely dehydrating himself before he goes on camera.
I did. I brought my best to the show, NATO.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. We appreciate it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Zach has a shirt on though, so we can't actually appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's just so you'd see the contours of my cheekbones.
He's only got a shirt on from like shoulders up.
Oh,
The full
right.
camera is behind a paywall.
Actually, yeah,
I've got a premium
Griffin in chat
Snapchat.
brings up a good point because there was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that was it. There was one.
Yeah, like he revolutionized it because everyone was like, "Ah, shit! Now we're gonna make
One
people
thing
look
about
like
Jack.
He was
guy.
literally a bodybuilder before that.
Yeah,
Like
and also like even what's her name? The guy who played the Hulk.
Sylvester.
Like no, they played the Hulk.
What? When did Sylvester Stallone play the Hulk?
I wouldn't even have to before I
fuck?
had an answer.
Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno.
Lou Ferrigno, yeah.
Who are these people?
Huh?
Who are these people?
Lou
You don't know
Ferrigno?
Lou Ferrigno?
No.
God. Yeah, he played like the
Nato,
original.
I'm Asian.
I
Who the
don't
fuck
think
am I
that's
supposed?
I don't think that's a you don't know Lou Ferrigno. Like, it's not like
Have
That's
you-
a very strange name.
Have you not watched
the
God,
TV show of the Hulk?
I
in,
love
like-
you, man. No, I love you, man. Is more where I was
That's
pulling it
true.
from.
Yeah,
What?
he
No, I
is-
haven't seen I Love You Man. Was there a sex scene in it?
There's a masturbation scene.
Yeah, there's a masturbation scene.
Like of a dude.
Yep.
yeah.
So why would I watch it? That is like literally
Damn, we dug our own hole with that one.
completely pointless for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, we lost your cam, Kaz.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay, on
Yeah,
purpose?
it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's swapping to a more low cut top.
She's trying to upstage. I nearly called you Finch, which is good. I like that
Yeah.
point where I actually start mixing up the names.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
How do I? Oh, my spells. I don't know how to do. I'm an old man. Oh yeah, Cloud.
I'm gonna call you Lontre from now on.
How dare you?
I'm so excited to have Lontre under my.
Oh
under
my god! Yeah,
puppetry.
you take him. All right.
I'm so excited. You don't like. It was funny when you're like, oh, like they don't remember about these things, and we don't have to worry about. I was like, no, I'm counting on them that they don't remember. All right, I think we should get into this. I think we should actually start. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we ended on a very heavy note. God, now like just before the
Yeah.
Christmas break, you guys had tricked Finch pretty much. Well, actually, no.
Tricked.
I'm gonna rewind even further. Like on your first adventure, like Finch died, and through some weird reasoning,
Multiple times. Died multiple times.
Yeah. Just like dead as shit.
Yeah,
like
but he-
constantly just fucking dead.
Yeah, but he died, and for some reason came back to life. And also, you guys met a beautiful goblin, which I can't remember his name anymore. What was his name?
I don't think he was
He
beautiful.
was a kobold. He
He
was
was
a
a
kobold.
kobold.
A beautiful
No, he was
soul.
No, it was a goblin. It was a
It
goblin.
was a goblin.
It
That's
was a-
why we felt so bad about it, because he was a goblin.
Yeah.
I don't think he was beautiful per se. Like,
He had
I
a
wouldn't
beautiful
call him.
soul,
Yeah,
and
I think
you took
he had
him
a-
from this world.
yeah.
He was still committing lots of crimes against
Yeah.
innocent people.
He was doing,
Yeah.
he was-
Well, sure.
he was doing
I
the
mean, okay.
He was
fine.
part of the system. Like, you know, he was part of the system oppressing the forest
Yeah.
and shit.
Yeah. So you guys tricked Finch to go back to the caravan, and you guys led the poor goblin into the forest and gut him. Throat slit him is more the way you did that. Upon returning to the actual caravan, though, you were greeted with screams and worries and frantic, like rushing around of Finch's companions, because he had fallen completely unconscious and
Yeah.
stopped breathing a few times and started coughing up blood. And so we'll start our session now with you guys rushing headlong to Cloudfinger at the moment. What are you guys doing? What are the two? Well, apart from you, Finch, you're dying at the moment. Quick, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
The full-time position.
Can you roll me a Constitution check for me? A Constitution save?
Constitution save? No, death saving throw?
No, just a Constitution save.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. That is a strong 7.
Okay, Finch has lost all color in his whole body, not just like his face. Like at first, the color in his face starts to fade away, and it's like this nearly a bluey white, and you can kind of see most of his veins and just like veins and arteries in his face. And next minute, like you look down at his hands, and all the color is starting to drain out of his hands as well, and he coughs up a huge, like nearly. Like gluggy, nearly jelly-like bit of blood comes coughing out of him and kind of like splats on his chest. It has a very jelly consistency to it. Brother Fingers starts freaking out. What are you two doing?
I don't like that. Oh, that's not good. Is that supposed to happen? I don't think. Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah. You know, yeah, he's gonna be completely fine as long as we get him urgent medical attention. Disclaimer: not a doctor, just a criminal. So I can't say for sure, but
You've seen something like this before.
I've seen. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely seen people bleed out of the mouth before. You know, common thing-ish on the high seas, along with scurvy and chlamydia. But I've seen things. This will be fine. This will be completely fine. What's the worst that could happen? Really, we're traveling fast, and I assume that there are people around us, invested in his recovery. So it's gonna be fine. Do I have to persuade him for this? I feel like I'm panicking.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, roll me a persuasion.
Cool. All right, let's see.
You roll a 13.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay.
All right, yeah. He seems mollified, but I think Charlie Fingers is just glaring at you. He sees through your bullshit.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. I smile weakly back.
He doesn't know English.
Yeah, I smile weakly back. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah,
guys.
this dog is like giving you the stares right now.
Yeah, great. I love it.
Urka.
Yeah.
What's going through your head at the moment? There's two kind of scenarios I'd say going on for her at the moment. She just got this nearly innocent, like as innocent as a goblin could kind of be, but you gutted him after tricking Finch, who had nearly taken quite a shining to him, and now you also have Finch, to all your knowledge, dying at your feet right now in the caravan.
I think the main concern right now is mostly just we gotta get Finch help. I'm not happy about what just happened, but we gotta get to a town, dude. We gotta get to a doctor.
What's is she just staying silent? Is she saying anything?
Yeah, I mean, Lena's kind of talking to everyone, so maybe packing shit up, just getting it done, not worrying about talking to people, just getting ready so that we can go.
You guys are already on the road at the moment. You guys are riding.
We're already riding.
Yeah, the caravan was pretty much packed up, and
okay,
because soon as they saw this, they kind of got him into the back and then started packing everything up. As they might have even probably left before you got back if you were any longer.
Okay, cool. Because I was like, why are we turning around talking? We got to get to a doctor.
No.
Okay, good.
No, yeah, you're at full pelt now. Charlie and Brother Fingers are at the front, kind of driving,
yeah.
And I'd say Georgie Pockets would be in the back with you, Finch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, there's nothing more to do. We're just on our way.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Urka's starting to think about what she just did. And I guess she turns to Lena and says, "Hey, Lena.
Yep.
We did what we had to do, right? There was no way around it, right?"
I am 100% sure that we did what we needed to do. Or we may have gotten ourselves in a worse scenario. So it was what we had to do to protect ourselves. And technically, that goblin was part of a relatively organized, unofficial crime syndicate committing offenses against the forest and the kobolds. He pretty much admitted to it himself. So I think we did a tough thing, but it was better that we did it at that moment with our obligations to the forest and to the mystical woodland lady who is probably a forest cop or something. But we did what we had to do, I think, and it went the way that it had to go.
I feel like I've always been able to trust the forest, but the forest just made me do a really bad thing. I don't think I can lie to Finch about it.
Speaking of which, Finch, can you just make me one constitutional save right now?
Yeah, am I gonna poop myself or something?
No.
Oh god! Please do actually. Just shit everywhere. Everywhere.
I recently found again my favorite set of dice. So it's these nice purpley.
They're not rolling
dice.
well.
No, 2 3s. So that.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, yeah, you do. I was gonna say if you got a high enough, I would actually no. I'm gonna do it the opposite way around because it's bad for you to actually remember this. But you, like, if you survive this, you will remember them saying this, like in a like like an unconscious in a coma kind of way.
Yeah.
You when you wake up, you don't know if it was an actual conversation that happened, but it is in your memory. This one. All right, sorry to break up the chatter.
Okay.
No. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. In that case, I think we can worry about telling Finch when he wakes up. I think you're probably right in that we shouldn't try and lie to him about it if we think he's gonna get suspicious or ask us. I think if he asks us, we'll be honest. If he doesn't bring it up, I'm not gonna bring it up because he was pretty fragile about it. And I feel like if he's just recovered or is, in like physical peril, being stressed about it isn't gonna make him feel any better. So if he brings it up, I think that we should tell him about it. If he doesn't bring it up, I'm just gonna keep quiet and just focus on making him feel better.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
It's all right. You'll be okay. Like I know I know it felt awful and didn't really feel great for me either. And it was, well, that's understating it massively. But I don't think it could have gone any better. So
Okay. We'll wait until he asks.
good call.
Speaking of which, one last constitutional save for me.
Please shit yourself.
Before I fast forward some
Please shit yourself, mate. Like
Okay. I have shit myself. No.
Oh, great.
20 in total.
20?
Yeah.
Okay. He spasms for like a split second, but seems to calm himself. Like his body just like whether it's going into shock or he's having a fit or something like that. Yeah, he's not looking good. He still hasn't returned any color to his face, and there's still just like a little bit of like red around his mouth or a bit of the blood. He's coughed up. Yeah, he's not looking good. Like he looks like nearly on death, but like somebody about to die in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you ride for a good another hour or so, and goes past. It's starting to get a bit dark. Did you guys want to stop for the night, or are you guys going to keep riding on?
I'd say keep riding on if it is possible. Like, if we're going to kill our horse if we do that.
That is up to the fate of the dice.
Shit.
As someone who knows animals, does it look like the horse is going to?
They are in actually pretty good condition.
Okay, I'd say let's.
Most of the time they were resting while you guys were kind of getting on. They probably didn't like going straight to a gallop, but it doesn't look like it's affected them too much.
Yeah, I'd say we push on. What do you say, Lena?
Yeah, I think the quicker we get him help, the better, because I'm not a fucking doctor. I can't do shit if he starts shitting himself in the woods. So
Yeah, and
not
I
a
just
doctor,
rather
but
not.
I feel like Lena's had a lot of surgeries, so to speak.
well,
with her
I mean,
sword.
maybe like forcible extractions, maybe of
Definitely
teeth left organs. But
Some appendectomies and such things.
Yeah, just
People surviving that surgery, like
Low.
Yeah, like let's talk
High
about
mortality rate.
I'm not very like statistically minded, so I don't know anything about that. But
But as far as surviving this goes, that's not the area of expertise that you would claim if you had one.
I wouldn't know, so I would say, just to be safe rather than sorry, just fucking go as fast as possible to the nearest town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Well, yeah, that's easy. You guys continue riding on through the night. It is in the early mornings when the sun starts to kind of raise over the tree line. You start seeing in the distance this huge walls as you start coming upon what you could only gather as There's a low tone beeping happening. I don't know. I can't hear a beep at all. Yeah, the walled city of Cloudfinger itself. You guys are kind of coming around the south side of it. The entry into the town is actually on the east side of the town, while you are coming from the west. So you guys kind of come around the bottom of it and kind of loop around to the side. I think I have. Yep, here we do. So this is you guys kind of coming through around here and like looping around into that bit there. Anyone that is conscious, you can roll a perception roll. If you want to roll a perception roll for one of your companions, Finch,
Sure.
I'm happily for you to do that.
Georgie Pockets is pretty. We got a natural one, so nope.
He is so focused on you right now, he's not even taking his eyes off you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 17.
17? Yeah, that one's good. What did you get there, Lena? Urka?
8.
Okay, don't worry. You didn't see anything too. You're way too focused on your own thoughts right now.
Shit.
Lena, you are always very perceptive, especially you of your line of work. This is something that you probably definitely would notice as you're kind of coming around the walls, like around the south side of the town. There's no real soldiers or scouts or outposts or like anyone on the walls at all.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, usually a town like this, you'd have like 1 or 2 people up on the walls. Just like even though there's no real threats, there's just somebody usually up there having a quick look around just to make sure the land's all right. No big army of orcs show up out of somewhere. But yeah, there is nobody on those walls. Okay,
would I feel like that would be a bad thing? Like, do I get like a weird feeling that something is not right, or is it just unusual?
It's not it's just not. It's not a bad feeling. It's just as you said, like a weird and unusual thing. You've never really ever noticed something like that before. That they're completely unarmed, unmanned.
Okay. I will keep that to myself.
As you kind of pull around, the entry you see the entrance into the town is like the standard gate system into a town, but they actually have like 2 sets of wall palisades like around that entrance. So you got to go to 2 wooden gates to get to that thing. You pass through the first gate, and as you are kind of like coming up to the second gate, it's actually closed. And there's about 4 men standing off to the side, like sitting, like they're sitting on like little rocks and logs and all that. And there's just like a wooden crate in the middle of them. You can't see what they're doing, but they're all gathered around there, sitting there doing something. You want to do anything, or you just want to ride up to the gate itself?
Can I see? Are they like dressed like guards or like just like vagabonds? Like, could I maybe try and perceive /
yeah. If you want to see if you can have a better look, see what they kind of are.
Okay, cool. Perception or investigation?
Actually, investigation is a better one. Yeah.
Oh, that's a 19.
19. Oh, this is easy. Definitely, especially you. Yeah, they are not good type. If that makes
they're
sense.
shitheads.
Yeah,
okay, got it.
Yeah,
cool.
They're definitely some vagabonds or ruffians or something like that.
Okay, all right. So, at that, I will turn to Lena and whoever's conscious, I suppose, and can understand
Urka?
common. Yeah.
Lena.
Sorry, Urka. Yeah,
The only one you can rely on.
Yeah, just me. So just Urka and I go. I'll kind of I guess, whisper like a hushed way, and also I guess to Charlie. Is it Charlie Fingers, who is the human, not the dog?
No, that's brother.
Brother Fingers and Georgie
Brother
Pockets.
Fingers, that's right. Sorry, whichever one is not the dog. Okay, so right. So I'll turn to not dog and Urka and sort of whisper, I guess whisper-ish, and say, okay, so those guys over there, they look like bad news. They are probably bandits of some kind. I don't know, but I don't know. We should just kind of ride up there and give him the full story. Maybe we can try and go around them or distract them somehow, but I feel like they might have some nefarious plans, and I don't think we could fight them looking like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we just gotta try, because what else can we do?
It's the only way in, right? DM?
Yeah.
It's the only way in that we
Yeah,
know.
there
of.
is.
Okay.
It is a very high walled town. Like it's a very. Is anyone from around like Waterdeep or what's the top one?
Cloudfinger.
Neverwinter. Anyone around from around that kind of area?
I mean, Finch is.
Finch, god damn it, you unconscious motherfucker.
If you want, you can roll a history check just to kind of have the history of this area.
Because would Finch's buddies be from the same place as he is from?
They're kind of from all over. Like,
You can
I
get
don't
if you feel like they would maybe know something of this area, you can give them a history check if you want.
yeah, I rolled a history check, but it's not great. It's like
Okay.
8.
Oh yeah, no, you don't really know much about the area then.
Yeah, they're from like they travel.
Shit. Okay, well, I guess either way, we don't really have a choice. So maybe just approach them.
Brother Finger's like,
directly.
Finch used to always Finch used to talk to people. He used to tell them that we was criminals. That always
okay.
got us through. So maybe try that.
Well, I mean, I guess it wouldn't technically be a lie. So okay, no, that's a good strategy. I agree.
Yeah.
Let us,
Always-
let's just go with the criminal strategy. I
Always
think
work
that
for
will
him.
work. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
I look
On that note,
worriedly.
you guys roll up to the front gate.
Yeah.
The horses stop, and you can see two of the men kind of like you see like the bigger man kind of just go like he's facing away from you guys, but you see him do like a thumb behind his back pointing to you guys, and they kind of like ugh, and hop up and walk over to the caravan.
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 gold to enter.
Oh my god.
20 gold.
Yes. Did I stutter?
Well, shit. I don't know.
20 gold.
How much gold do we have? For all of us?
Yes. It's 20 gold to enter.
Let me just quickly check how much gold I fucking have. Maybe
Yeah,
that would
same.
be cool.
I'm just gonna like very quickly and stealthily check my purse.
You guys did get a bit of money as well from the cavern. I can't remember how much gold you got. I think I had it.
I know. I mean,
yeah, we have. I think I put all the gold on my character sheet, so we have 116 gold,
Okay.
100 silver, and 600 copper.
You know, as much as I'm against funding criminal groups
Activity.
other than our own, I feel like we don't have time to piss fart around at the moment. Should we just pay
Okay.
the man and be on our way?
okay. I will. With visible reluctance, we should kind of I guess count out our money, like we're kind of hard up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretend like that's
Yeah.
almost everything we've got.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Erica and I will agree to do that, and we will
Yeah.
do it. I suppose reluctantly
With
pay.
no help from any of Finch's friends.
Yeah, that's fine.
No help from them.
It's fine. I've written off the dog at this point anyway, so it's
The dog is
Probably the most capable of all.
Absolutely.
look, the dog has given me no medical advice. That's been helpful. So
That
Well,
Well, not for you.
As
Okay,
you
so-
say that, the dog goes up and like rests his hand on Finch's chest, and then you kind of hear it. You see him like lay his head onto the side.
Puts his ear. Checks his breathing. Checks his pulse.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
walks back up and sits back up with the driver's seat.
Oh, God.
Okay, for now then. The professional is checked
Okay.
in.
Got it. Yeah, glad that I'm now taking medical advice from a dog. But anyway, we will pay the man reluctantly, I think.
So he like
And
puts out
hopefully
his
that's
hand, and you just count out.
Slowly count out the money.
You see him like as you like count it in, and then you put 20 gold in there, and he kind of like shakes it in his hand. He goes, And you see him kind of lean in and like look into the back. He goes, "What's wrong with him?"
He might die, but I'm not a doctor, so I have no clue. He's just coughing up some bad shit, and he needs a doctor.
Wait, so you need to use our new doctor in town here.
Yep.
That's gonna be an extra 10 gold then.
Okay, this makes 0 sense. I don't know.
But like, shouldn't we pay the doctor?
Yeah.
Can we get a receipt, please?
No, you're gonna pay the doctor as well, but if you want to use our services, you're gonna have to pay the taxes.
That's how taxes work.
I'm sorry, are you running this town or are we running this town? I think I know how taxes work.
Okay, I'm like looking between Finch now and this guy, and Finch is obviously not looking any better.
Actually,
like,
that's a good point. Can you roll me a
I'm just like,
constitution save there, Zach?
I don't want to pay this man, but also if Finch is like about to die, I don't really want to sit here and like think about the semantics of tax in this universe.
That's 10 total.
A 10. Yeah, he is slowly starting to shake a bit.
Oh shit.
And he's increasingly getting worse. Like he is getting to it's like a mild fit at the moment he's having. Like the I forgot the fucking names as well. Georgie Pockets is kind of now like having to kind of nearly like trying not to like disturb a person that's having a fit, but also like trying to keep him from hurting himself at the moment.
Pushing him into the recovery position, making sure he's not choking on his tongue, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. All right. You know, fuck it. Okay, fine.
Hang on. I go in to like a pocket and I pull out 2 pieces of gold and a gem, and I hold it up to the guy and I say, "This gem is probably worth the full amount of the gold that you're gonna eventually ask us for, but it's all we have left. Can I give you the gem and we keep the gold to pay the doctor and we'll come back as soon as we get some more money, please? Please."
He kind of looks at it and he like scratches his head. He goes, "Oi, Grunt, come over here. I need you to look at this." And you see the big one kind of go, and he kind of hops up and like he looked big sitting, but now standing, he is a big boy. He is like nearly orc-sized human.
Damn,
like,
that's big.
It's like walking over to you guys now. He goes, "What is the problem here? Just pay the taxes to my young lad here, and you go through. But they have a gem here. They said is worth a bit. Let me have a look at it." He like puts out this bear like hand to you.
I hand him the gem.
He kind of grabs it and he like puts it up to the sun and kind of looks through it, and you feel him like shake it for a bit, and then he kind of rubs his hand along it just to kind of check the cut of the actual gem, and then he goes, "Yeah, let him through for now." And then he like doesn't even give, he's not even looking at you through this like whole conversation, and then he like walks back and sits back at the table.
Shit, what a douchebag.
And then so the one was talking to you the whole time, he kind of walks over to the one gate, and the other guy kind of walks up and opens the other gate, and they open the gates up for you, and now you can go in if you need.
Cool, we will go the fuck in. Like,
all right, so
all the way.
Charlie hits. Wait, who's driving? Yeah, what's the name? Fingers is driving.
Fingers.
Brother Fingers is driving. Kind of nudges him, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and then like neighs the horses off, and they start riding again. As you get to like the main gate, like where like the iron gates, you see that they're completely up. They've not been shut or anything like that, and. Oh, you roll pretty high, so I'm gonna keep rolling with that. You notice they kind of like there's like a lot of rust off the top. Like you can see it doesn't seem to have been moved, like in a long while. Those gates seem to have been open for a long while. But
Okay.
Okay.
as you enter the town, you are greeted, like, as soon as you go in, you are, like, you... What is the word I'm looking for? I'm just going to say your eyes are greeted with a huge building pretty much straight in front of you. It is like a pretty much like standard looking building. It's like a long rectangle shape with a triangle kind of roof. Red tiling, worn down, kind of like plaster walls and like plaster and kind of brick walls on the outside, like weathered over time, but like still looked after, but not like it doesn't look like this town has the money to kind of like be an upper class place. So it's still well kept, but to the extent of a mid-range kind of town could do. Off to your left, you see there's some stables to the left, and then the town kind of continues on a bit further, but off to the left and behind the main building that's kind of in front of you. There's an old man kind of off to the side. You see him kind of sweeping the floor. He kind of looks at you and goes, welcome to Cloudfinger. Didn't have too much trouble with the old type out the front, did yous?
Yes, lots. But we need a doctor quick.
Just past the tavern here. It's a circular building. You're just right in the middle of town. It's just a new pharmacy that's opened up. Apart from that, there's nothing really else in town.
Thank you so much. You've been so helpful. You have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, we're just like gunning it, I guess.
So
Basically,
are you
for
taking the whole
pharmacy.
horse and like caravan there, or are you gonna?
Can they fit? If they can fit, we're just like
Yeah.
in the thing going.
Yeah, so here, I'll get the actual town. So, like, yeah, you're about here, and, like, there's that middle building just right there that you can kind of go to. And so the stables are off to the side here.
Yeah, we're going to take the whole lot to the front door of the
Yeah.
building.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as you get to the main building, it's like, you can tell it's very new. It is, like, well built. It has, like, blue tiles on the top. It has, like, gold trim kind of, like, on the door and everything like that. And it has, like, MD pharmacist, like, printed on the front. And it has, like, two little... It nearly looks like a round cottage kind of set up in front of you.
Ooh, a medical doctor, not a plague doctor.
No.
This sounds fancy.
Like a legitimate doctor. This is
Only the
this
best
is
for
new.
you, Finch.
Yeah, this is new.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. We go up and knock on the door.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right, yeah. You
Banging
know,
away.
you hear this. Oh yes, come in.
Okay, I will help someone. I'll help hold open the door while Oka and
Just as you go to open the door as
fucking
well,
thing
though,
in.
you do hear a bit of an argument. Like you hear that, and then it quickly, like the sentence continues, but it's like you can tell like one half of the sentence is for you, and the other half is for whoever's inside. You get out! I am a person. I have been to university. Just get out! And then you just
God.
you like the door kind of flies, like just as you put your hand on it, kind of flies open. Like it opens inwards so it doesn't fly into your face. And yeah, this like kind of rough looking type of elf kind of walks out. None of you are really elf, are you?
Nope.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's of feminine features, like very soft, but that is a very characteristic of most elves anyway. Like has a bit of leaves kind of sewed into the coat and all that, and just walks straight past you without kind of giving you any like a notice or attention. And then like as you can kind of see in now, you see this gold dragonborn in like a white kind of like nearly scrubs kind of outfit on him. He goes, "Oh, welcome."
Cool, looks professional. Great. Carrie Finch in.
I am Nadar Redkin. How are you? Welcome to my healing house of healing.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
Our
yeah.
friend is in need of some of that very healing you mentioned just now.
So
Can
much
you
healing.
get some on him?
Oh, my first proper patient. Yes, bring him in. Bring him to the back room. We'll get him on the table and we'll get solving of whatever's wrong with him.
Cool. I counter that not the gnome should try and carry Finch
Yeah,
in.
okay. I
But
will
the-
help Brother Fingers carry him in.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So the human and the hobgoblin can.
Yeah, the hobgoblin
Yeah,
will easily.
Georgie Pockets can help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Georgie
Yeah.
Pockets pretty much could carry you by himself.
That's
Yeah, like takes him back and kind of plops him down. Like there's all these like weird contraptions and like yeah, like Urka's. Well, I'd say Lena's been in a few medical places getting herself patched up maybe over the years, and also Urka is like you're quite knowledgeable in like wood healing and all that, like outdoor healing and stuff like that. Neither of you recognize anything in this room. Everything looks like weird shit. It literally would be like a person from the Stone Age looking at like JB Hi-Fi, walking into JB Hi-Fi. That's kind of what it's like for you guys at the moment.
Okay.
So what's he kind of like? He scrounges around. He like gets a notepad. He like flips it open. He's like, and he kind of has his pen, but he can't find the ink pot anywhere. And he kind of looks under a table. And he's like, there it is. And he's like, so what's the symptoms?
Seizures, vomiting blood,
Goopy
lots
blood.
of
Goopy blood.
lots of shaking, more vomiting blood, general unconsciousness.
He
I think-
died one time, and then he wasn't dead anymore. So that was cool. But now he looks like he might die again. So that's not.
I've heard about this in the university. This could be a rare case of the foot right tortoise.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but can you cure it?
Yes,
If you can cure it.
most
Okay.
definitely, most definitely.
Cool.
He goes and he looks in his drawers and he kind of pulls out this like red lubricant, like in this big
Oh god.
tub, like clear glass tub, and he kind of walks over to like something and he kind of gets this like weird contraption off the shelf and kind of smooshes it into it a bit and then kind of brings it out and hooks it back up and then grabs a whole bunch of it and then just like rubs it into his face, nearly like massages the lubricant into his face.
Great.
Finch, I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Ooh. If I just get a natural 1 again, what's gonna happen?
You're back at like 0 at the moment, like 0 pass and fail. Yeah.
I'm at 7. That was a 7. So 1
7.
failure.
You see, like Finch opens his eyes for a second, and they roll back into his head, and then all of a sudden he stops breathing.
No. Oh my god.
No.
Okay. What is the doctor doing? Does the doctor notice?
That shouldn't have happened there. 2 seconds. He's like, no, it couldn't be that. It couldn't be that. He like goes into another set of drawers and brings out all these like candles and starts like popping him onto the table around him, and he starts lighting them, and then he kind of gets like a headband on, and he kind of puts the headband around his neck, and next minute he like starts like clapping and dancing around the table. This is definitely gonna do it, and then he goes sha 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 sha. I need you to make one more death saving throw for me.
How is this? It's like a
Please
homeopath.
roll.
Oh my god, I need to throw out these dice. 5. So that's 2 fails.
You like
Finch is determined to die, apparently.
who's closer? Who's the closest right now?
Probably Erica to finish.
Yeah, I
Um,
probably would be like holding his hand or something.
Oh, that's beautiful. You can't feel the pulse anymore.
No, Finchy, no.
Okay.
And then I do nothing other than that because even though he looks like a whack job, I still trust the medical professional to do his job.
Okay. At this point, I don't trust a medical professional, and I kind of want to grab him and shake him, and/or slam him into something.
Okay. Well, actually, because you don't trust him. Roll an insight to him as well.
Oh fuck me. Okay, that's not good. That is a. Hang on. Let me just check what my insight shit is. Oh, that's a 14.
Okay. Oh, that's yeah. He has no idea what he's doing right now.
Okay, cool, got it. So once I figure that out, can I roll to, I guess, grapple him in some way and slam him against something?
Yeah, he like even for a dragonborn, he's like quite skinny and like like bookwormy looking and stuff like that. So you don't even have to roll. Like you were a seasoned kind of pirate and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you easily just like grab him and hit him against the wall. It's like, oh, I do say I am a medical professional. I went to university.
Okay, listen, you motherfucking idiot. Okay, our companion here is dying. Has basically already died. If you don't have a health potion or something of some kind to restore...
I am a learned man. We do not use hooky pooky potions and stuff like that. We only use science and knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna slam him again into whatever is the closest. Okay, listen, just one more time before I have to repeat myself with some steel behind my words, okay? You are going to do anything you can, even if it's pokey regular medical science, and fix the shit, because your dancing and your singing is not working. And I want to like slam him again with each two of the last words. Not working. I'll slam him again. Do we get each other? Are we on the same level? Are we on the same level?
You're just like that bully elf that was in here.
Are we on the same level? I don't care about any motherfucking elf. Are we on the same level?
Yes.
Okay. And I let him go. And I go, fix this shit right now.
I don't know. Maybe that god-awful elf can help you.
Oh, yeah, I as soon as he started talking about the elf, I started thinking about going and checking in with the elf. And now I'm going to start leaving so I can go and find the elf.
You find the elf, and I will stay here with this whack job, and I will menacingly look at the doctor.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
Doctor.
All right. So we'll flick to Urka. Are any of your boys hanging around, or are they gonna help out Urka, or are they hanging with you, Finch?
I think they would hang with you, but maybe yeah, they probably hang with me. They're loyal. They're a loyal bunch. Stupid, but loyal.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, you walk out of the doctor's office. Where are you going?
I turn to my wolf and I cast Speak with Animals. Is that the thing? Wait, no, it's only small animals, isn't it?
No, I think you can talk to anything that's a
wolf with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I cast Speak with Animals, and I ask my wolf to track the elf.
Okay. It looks at you and it gives you a nod, and then it kind of puts its nose to the ground and it goes, and then it kind of like nearly like hunting dog kind of pose, like points the direction of the tavern that was pretty much like you guys passed.
Cool. I run into the I jump on my wolf's back so that I don't have to lose any time because I've got tiny little legs, and go to the tavern and burst in and look for the elf. Very dramatically burst in.
Okay. You like, it's pretty much because it's like early morning. It's pretty much empty in the tavern slash. No, what are they called? Inn. Sorry, it's an inn, not a tavern. Because tavern you can't really stay in, so it's an inn. And yeah, there's just like there's a server girl there. There's like a nice, like just like basic bitch looking elf. If that makes sense. It's not too pretty, and it's not like I don't think there are ugly elves, but like it's not like a luscious looking beautiful elf. It's just
showing your race bias right now, man.
I don't like elves, so this is actually the opposite of my race bias.
She's just standard hot, not like super hot.
Well, yeah, she's like ugly for an elf, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Oof. Good lord.
But yeah, she's just in like standard kind of like like homely kind of outfit.
Oh, so you only find women attractive when they put effort in, huh?
We're not
Oh,
going
no.
through this.
Big up, stupid.
More, she looks like a standard, like a waiter at a country tavern. Like that's kind of outfit is what she's wearing. Thank you. very much.
Okay, let's move on with the
Yeah, let's
story.
move on from her titties to
Yeah,
something
yeah,
else.
yeah. She kind of greets you and goes, "Oh, oh, no, I haven't seen one of your type in a long while. How are you?"
I say in Elvish because I want to make an excellent impression.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm doing great, but my friend isn't, and I'm not sure that the Dragonborn in the pharmacist knows what he's doing.
No, he only moved in like a few months ago, and none of us locals here have used him yet.
Is there anyone else that could possibly help us? Because my friend is really in trouble, and I'm just really worried.
There's the wandering elf that kind of comes into town here and there. We usually buy stuff off them.
Is he here? Are they here?
Just went upstairs, I think.
Could you? Can I go find them? Is that okay? Is that something I can do? Could you help me?
Yeah, I'll just knock on their door. So she just kind of walks upstairs and kind of knocks on the door, and she's like, I'll leave you here. She's not. He just doesn't talk much.
Okay. Well, I guess if the best thing to do is wait there, then I wait there.
Okay. The door opens up, and yes, it's this very androgynous-looking elf in front of you. Long hair with a bit of leaves on the coat they're wearing.
I guess I do a kind of like awkward curtsy for this fancy-looking elf,
Cute.
and say, "Apparently, you can help. My friend's in trouble. Can you heal him?"
There's deep kind of consideration in this elf for a second. They are not a dwarf, are they?
Nope, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Wow. God.
I'm gonna reserve my judgment about that till later. At the moment, I don't care. We need a doctor.
Oh my god, okay.
Hello, my name is GLaDOS.
Hello, GLaDOS. Please, will you help?
GLaDOS.
GLaDOS?
No!
I feel like I would have a really good grasp of this person's name because I speak Elvish.
Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah. Sorry. When it. Sorry. Yeah. I tried to make it sound like you were hearing something else, but yeah. No. It's GLaDOS. Is what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
GLaDOS.
Okay. That's
All
a
right.
Chekhov's gun right there, by the way, but thanks. Okay.
Can you help?
Where are they at the moment?
With the kind of like wacky doctor that doesn't know what he's doing. Should we bring him here or can you go there?
Could you bring him here?
Okay, and I ran back.
No, young gnome. That was. Is it possible to bring him here? Not. Can you bring him here?
No.
Well, I don't think it would be very good for. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't know about healing, but I probably shouldn't move him.
Fine. Lead the way to him.
Okay. I do.
Okay, yeah, you guys, you kind of like are rushing, but every kind of 10 meters you like stop and you realize you are like, even for a gnome, you're like nearly running, bolting because like how urgent you are getting back to Finch, and you like turn around and you see this elf kind of taking their time, like very slowly and methodically. And then you kind of get to the door, and then you rush in and like stand next to Finch. Do you say anything?
This is the guy.
And yeah, Lena, you see like Urka kind of rush all the way in.
Okay.
And then you see this like elf that you saw for that split second kind of walk into the room. And then you because are you still kind of holding the doctor up against the wall?
Yep.
What is that doing back in here?
At that, I guess I turn around and I see the elf again.
Yeah.
Then, okay. And I sort of like shake the doctor as I address the elf. Do you know anything more about medicine than this idiot that I'm holding on to?
I couldn't even begin to list the many ways I know medicine more than this Neanderthal.
Excellent. We have an understanding. And I just sort of like just shove the dragonborn away and just like let go of his collar.
Please, out of my way for a second. Let me check the human.
Excellent.
That's me.
Yeah.
You have to shush, Zach. You are asleep. Maybe for a long time.
Super fun session for you.
Yeah.
He says it's me from the spirit realm.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time to no. So yeah, the elf kind of like feels down his neck and then like pulls open the shirt for a second and kind of like you see the arm kind of the whole like from the like elbow down like this green silhouette of like glow kind of or like silhouette her that part of her arm as she kind of like touches and feels.
Shit.
And then you kind of see her like open this bag and kind of reach in and pull out this like huge staff as well, and then kind of like holds that above him for a bit, and then you see her kind of they kind of reach into the bag and kind of hold it up, hold this like glowing orb up, and you hear some words kind of being said, and then all of a sudden like Finch, you feel like two sets of hands kind of touching you again, and you hear the words like your friends are waiting for you, and then all of a sudden you like fly, like your eyes open and you are kind of like back into this world.
Oh my god, that worked! Holy fuck! Holy
I jump on Finch
Yeah.
and hug him.
Oh.
You're okay. You're alive.
I suggest you
sorry.
keep him off his feet for a while. And then like you guys all your attention kind of goes back onto Finch, and then like even like just out of the corner eye, all of a sudden the elf is just not there anymore.
What?
Sick, we didn't have to pay him.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, that it seems cost effective.
I'm
Holy
sorry.
No,
I'm really sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
I broke a promise.
No.
I promised.
This is literally anyone's fault but your own. Please. No, shut up. Please, just
No,
get
I
better.
promise I wouldn't keep dying, and then I did it one more time.
You know, we'll not count that one. Okay, we'll just not count that one.
I feel like I'm making a habit of it, and I really don't like it. It's self-destructive, pretty much the little definition of it. Oh.
Well, we'll forgive you. What? Just no more, okay? No more.
Okay, last one, I promise.
Last one.
Just get a lot of rest and soup or whatever humans drink when they're sick. Just a lot of rest and soup. Don't do anything crazy.
And lift his feet up as well. Don't stay off these.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I realize I've slept a lot, but I think I'm just gonna do a little bit more pass out. Just a little bit more.
Just go to bed.
And then just poof, he's out again.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, shit. That was close.
Oh god. Okay. God. Yeah, that was close.
Mm.
So what are you guys doing now? Actually, no, here, quick point in before you guys decide. The doctor like that you're holding up is starting to like weep a little. Is it? I'm a failure. I couldn't even save one person. That stupid elf had to come in and save a person. I couldn't do it.
I had like very little pity for this display. Like, I am sorry, but like he literally let us down in like the moment that we needed him the most. So I have zero pity for this guy.
Yeah. Like,
Zero.
yeah, you know, reach for your dreams, but when your dream is like pose as a medical professional when you don't
Yeah.
actually know what you're doing,
Yeah.
you shouldn't follow that dream. That's
Yeah.
a bad dream.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
great one.
It's not great, but I will sit him down very gently in a chair, I suppose. And so this doctor thing, this thing that you're doing in this town, you are wildly underqualified. Like I may be more qualified.
I learned from the new medicine university. It was supposed to help, and I've come out here to make my way, and it's just not working.
Okay, well, you know, we all have bad days at work. You know, mine mostly involve a lot more stabbing, but I can understand where you're coming from. Just maybe,
Probably both of you have as many dead people at the end.
yeah, you know, you're right. We have a lot in common. You know, guy that I don't know and whose name I will not care to learn again. But I think that maybe this has been a sign, right? Maybe you need to open your horizons, broaden your horizons, and learn other medical techniques.
It was
So that you
Nadar,
can-
by the way.
That's lovely. That's lovely, Steve.
I
Great
didn't
name.
even
So-
hear it the second time.
So, like I was saying, Steve, you need to broaden your medical horizons and make sure that you learn other methods, because while you may have academic knowledge, dealing with stabbed people is kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
Maybe
Like, trust
maybe
me.
go get some like practical
I'm
experience.
good at sewing. He doesn't have any cuts on him, though. I didn't know what to do.
Okay, so you know,
Yeah.
no, that's good. You know, everyone has strengths. Yours is sewing.
Yeah.
Mine is gutting. You know, that's fine. We can, you know, these are
Don't cut me!
selective
Don't cut
skills.
me! Don't cut me!
No, like just like an example.
Yeah. Maybe another point
Unsewing,
is
a lot of people call it.
maybe don't work as an independent
Yeah.
professional if you
Yeah.
want to really specialize. Like if you want to do stitches and you can only do stitches, then that's fine, but you should probably be part of a team who
Mm.
can do the other stuff as well,
Mhm.
and then you do the stitches, and that'll be fine.
Yeah, I agree.
You save a lot of people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, cool, good chat.
Yeah.
We're gonna go now.
Yeah, we are gonna just.
Okay. And
It's
he
been
kind
really
of like
great.
goes and he like sits behind like a little desk that he has in that office there, and he's like puts his head down, and you hear him like slow, like quietly moping to himself, like.
Yeah, well, you know, let's not indulge him in this.
Yeah, you know.
He should feel pretty bad.
Yeah,
So
life is tough. Then you die. Is the last
Yeah,
thing I say to him.
yeah.
As we leave. Yeah.
yeah, or Finch dies. Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, we should go to a place where people can stay the night, get Finch real comfy, and figure out what to do after.
Yeah,
Like,
so-
this is-
Johnny Pocket scoops him up again.
Yeah.
Just like a tiny little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the thought probably like goes through your kind of character's head that like, yeah, the man that you were supposed to meet at this town to get paid probably is not here because you found his dead horse and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So yeah. Oh God, what's his name? I wrote him down.
One of the black steels.
Yeah, one of the oldest black. Yeah, Philip said he was going to be down here in a few more days after you got here. So, yeah, I don't know what you guys want to do, but yeah, the possibility of maybe just waiting around for a few days till Philip rocks up and you could figure
It's
out what to
fine.
do then.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Finch needs to rest anyway, so we can't.
Mhm.
Like,
We
I
can't
don't
really
know.
go.
Yeah,
out.
I was planning on like sticking around and making sure that Finch like doesn't die again.
Mm.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, you're welcome, man.
It's very thankful. He's very dreary and just kind of brain addled. He's very brain addled for the next
Mhm.
couple of days.
Hmm.
Doesn't get all the switches on, but he's very appreciative.
All right, you walk out.
Good.
You walk out the front of the doctor's house, and you have your little caravan to the side. Like, so what are you guys doing?
Heading back to the inn, I guess, to book rooms.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
take the caravan around to the front of the... Oh god, what is the name of it? I wrote it down. Sorry, I haven't done this town in god knows forever, so I can't even remember the name of the tavern. It is called the Savannah Tavern.
Oh.
No, sorry, the Savannah Inn.
Creative.
Yeah, the Savannah Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
So
Nice.
as you walk in, yeah, you're greeted with you're not more like rushing this time. The young waiter elf introduces herself as Delphine. And she goes, the owner's just around the back for a sec. If you're looking for rooms, I can just go grab her if you need.
Yes, please.
Okay. She kind of like goes up. Like, actually, hang on. I'm gonna describe the kind of setting of the tavern. Like, as you kind of walk in, it's like long ways looking in front of you. So like it goes long down, like down ways. Off to the right, there's a set of stairs that you would have headed up Urca to go to the top next floor up, which had all the rooms. Off to the left is the bar. It has a few bar stools at the bar. It's kind of a circular, like half moon bar that kind of links up to a wall. That looked maybe that's just the back rooms and all that of the actual in tavern part of it. There's a few tables and chairs kind of set up in the room, and in the back right hand corner there is a stage kind of set up with an empty stage. You can actually kind of see there's a few like dust across it and little cobwebs and stuff like that. And then that back wall is another door that kind of leads off somewhere. As you see kind of Delphine go down into that back door and close the door and kind of head on wherever she was. Next, you guys want to do anything at the moment? You want to stand there, or you want to sit at the bar, get a table?
I probably won't relax until we get Finch into a room.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so you're just
Yeah.
gonna stand there for... Yeah, it only takes about a minute, and then, like, from there's a door behind the bar. Out walks this kind of older woman with kind of grey hair. She's kind of stumpy-ish. She's got kind of a shore over, but she has, like a toughness to her face still. She goes, "Oh, hello, I'm Savannah. How are you? Welcome to my inn. How may I help you this evening?"
We were wondering if we could get some rooms for our group for the next few days.
Oh, yeah, she kind of counts. She goes, "You wouldn't be the Black Steel party, would you?"
that's us.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you
Yeah.
have a few rooms paid for already in advance.
Oh, perfect.
There was
Beautiful.
a young lad that was supposed to be here before you guys. A Flint, I think his name was Flint Blacksteel, was supposed to be down here.
Has he
He
not
may-
arrived yet?
No, he was supposed to arrive yesterday, I think.
Oh. Well,
Maybe he's been waylaid.
yeah. We'll just wait for him here, though.
Okay, yes. The rooms are right at the end. You have 3 rooms all set up for you guys. One room had multiple beds, I think. I'd say.
Yes, that'd be for us. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, cool. You look weary. Would you like me to get some food or something for you?
Some ciders, if that's okay.
Yes, most definitely. And she kind of like brings a whole bunch of like jugs up onto the bar itself and grabs 2 at a time and kind of fills them up. There's a big kind of barrel on its side, kind of laying behind her, all corked up, and she kind of opens the tap and fills each cider up and kind of puts them on the bench. Anything for you young gnome? And I'm sorry, No, I mean, no offense. I've never seen your species before.
I get that a lot.
lass.
That's fine. No, it's fine. Tieflings are rare, I suppose, in this part of the world.
I've heard of tieflings. What would you like to wet your lips tonight?
Sorry. Okay.
Think less dirtier thoughts there, Ginny. Come on. Jesus.
Cider would be great.
Aside, easy. And she kind of like grips one more of the mugs. And a young gnome.
Yeah, cider, I guess. Just a little one though.
Yeah, she gets like a shot, like a human shot glass, and like
Oh,
puts that up and like
cute.
fills that up, and yeah,
That's
like
so
it looks
cute.
like a normal sized glass in your hand, and kind of would you like a table? Or and she kind of looks at you, Finch, and she goes, "Oh, you're quite weary. Do you need the room right now, good sir?"
Georgie Pockets, who's holding Finch, is like, yeah, a room right away might be for the best. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need a hand up there? I can get the chef to give you.
Oh no problem. I've done this many times before.
Okay.
Ah,
Bog is
sorry.
always here to help if you need.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna take these ciders, and I'll be upstairs if you need me.
Okay. Food for the rest of you, Sam. We have chicken, or I think we're putting a boar on at the moment.
Oh, chicken would be good. Just a little bit of chicken.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Food,
you,
yeah.
young tiefling.
I'll have whatever Urk is having. Chicken is
Cool.
perfect.
Just like a lot more of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
see
not
her
gnome
like
size.
disappear into the back door again and kind of go out, and like as that's saying, like out comes Delaphne, and she kind of like she's got a couple of plates and a couple of cutlery, and she kind of sets them up on one of the table. Would you like to eat on the table or up on the bar?
Just the bar's fine.
Okay, she
Yeah,
kind of gathers them
that's
back up and
fine,
like puts
yeah.
them up onto the bar. All of a sudden you see this like huge hulking green thing kind of walk out of that back door of the actual bar, and like there's just this kind of like, how would I describe it? Like bad goods kind of smell kind of comes your way, and you see it's an orc, like a big orc. And he's like holding like a pot, and he like walks up and he's like, "Oh, customers, how are ya? Name's Bog.
Hi, Bog. I'm Urka. How are you?
Oh, doing excellent. It's always good for somebody to enjoy my cooking." And then you see Savannah kind of walk out. He goes, "Honey, just not so excited with the new guests." And she's like, "Oh, sorry, love." And he kind of like puts the pot down, and he kind of like gets these huge tongs and kind of brings out like a chicken onto a like huge plate, and he starts like carving it like ever so delicately. Like it's just such a weird kind of scene right now. This huge hulking orc being so delicate and careful as he like carves this chicken into perfect slices and puts them onto a plate for you, and then like comes up with a fork and kind of puts them onto your plate, and then it's like, oh, I forgot it. And you see him like rush out the back. Like he's like pretty short for an orc, but like very chubby. Like he's like a chubby boy with a big beer belly that his like his like chef's kind of apron doesn't like cover completely. When he walks, it kind of flicks up, and you see a bit of his green belly kind of like jiggling underneath. And he kind of he comes back out, and he has this other big and like a well, it'd be a massive pot for you, Urka, and it's like a biggish pot for you, but in his hands it just looks like a bowl in his, and he kind of has like a soup spoon, and he kind of scoops it out, and it's like this gravy he like ever so carefully like smothers over the top of your chicken in front of you.
Oh, baby.
This first one is on the house. I'm just so excited to cook for new people.
That's awesome. I love free food.
Do you want me to make some like take up meals for the lads upstairs as well?
That would be
Yeah,
wonderful.
that would be awesome.
Do you could you maybe do like soft food for Finch, because he's really not well at the moment?
Maybe like a porridge, you know?
I
something...
could make a mashed potatoes or something like that.
Perfect.
With a bit of
Yeah.
gravy on the top.
Do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds great.
And
Yeah.
you hear him disappear, and then you hear this just big like bang, smash, and then he comes out like nearly like a minute later, and it's just like mashed potato, but like it just the scene doesn't make sense. Like the way the noise was happening, you thought they'd just be smooshed and smashed everywhere, but it comes out in these beautiful fluffy mashed potatoes, and he gets his kind of bit out of it and like pours it on the top, the gravy, and he's like, Delaphane, can you take this up for the lads up there? And he like carves off a bit more of the chicken as well and puts it on the side. He goes, that's for the other lads as well. They can have a bit of that too. So, what brings you to these parts here? And then like Savannah whacks him. And he's like, shh, people have privacy, Bog. He's like, oh, I know, but I just like to hear people's stories.
Well, mostly a doctor, which you didn't really turn out to have.
Oh,
So
yeah, he doesn't really know what he's doing, does he?
no, he's a real idiot.
That's
A
a
real
very
idiot.
positive way to...
Yeah.
We helped him map out some ideas for like a better plan that would benefit both him and his patients. So hopefully he put some thought into that and doesn't risk killing people anymore.
Yes, we locals just know to keep our distance from him when it comes to ailments, but he's a nice lad, so we put up with him. He pays when he comes in here and eats and stuff like that. And unlike some of the other people that have come to this town, he's kind of stayed away from the other end of town and kind of stayed to the locals here. So we put up with him.
What's at the other end of town?
Yeah.
You kind of see his kind of demeanor flick for just a second. Like, he nearly has an orcish look on his face for a second, and then he kind of flicks back to that, like, bog kind of expression he's had. Some more... honey, what's the word for it? Ruffian kind of types? Yeah, just not good. Not good types. They took over the old abandoned building at the other end of town and kind of turned it into a bit of a, a competition nearly to our lovely inn here. So most travellers stop in here for a second and until they go down to the other end of town, and we don't usually see them. Only the locals seem to stay to this end of the town.
Oh, well, I guess we found this hidden gem that only the locals know about. How lucky are we?
Do you hear that, love? God, butter would melt in your mouth there, young gnome. You're as sweet as the sugar I cook with. Oh. And you see him kind of like nearly like shrink into himself, like he's so just like smitten at the moment. He's like, oh, now you've got him all worked up. Love, you need to get back and start cooking still. He's like, oh, I suppose if you need anything, I'll be back here. Just tell the old hun here, and I'll come out and bring you anything you need.
Very nice to meet you, Bug. Thank you so much for lunch.
It was
Yeah,
nice
it was
to
so
meet you,
delicious.
young gnome, and you too, young tiefling. And he kind of like nearly waddles his way back because his like fat little legs are like hard to walk, so he's like walking.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay.
what are you guys up to now? You're at the bar. You eating and drinking.
Yep, that.
Is there anyone else here apart from the like mildly attractive waitress?
Not at this moment. Like, as you kind of eating, some more people kind of like stroll in through the night. Like, because
Okay.
I suppose you guys are just kind of sitting at the bar having like quiet drinks and
Yeah.
food and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I like a young a youngish looking man until you kind of look at him and he's very weathered, so you could tell like he's in his 30s and all that, but you could tell he's probably in his 30s, but he looks in his 40s, 50s, if that makes sense. He's very weathered and aged through probably the sun and work and all that, and he has a
So
young
he's from the Gold Coast.
no, not like that. More just like he looks like a farmer. Like, so
Okay.
he's been through hard times. Not hard times, but yeah, his life's been hard. And he comes in with a young kid, and who else walks into the bar? Let me have a quick look. There's this like this other elf that kind of walks in at some stage, and she even Urkel probably turns her head a bit when this
wow.
one walks in. She has silvery skin, like it's still kind of like pinkish, but with silvery skin. She's like dressed in like a flowing kind of dress, and she has like flowers kind of like either sewed onto it or like made into the dress. You can't kind of tell, like real flowers, and she has like a few in her hair. She has like pure white hair as well, and you kind of she walks in for a bit, sits at a table, has some food, and then like leaves like instantly. And then who else kind of walks in? Oh yeah, like the old man you kind of saw it as you walked in, as like who greeted you as you kind of came through the great gates. He kind of comes in for a moment, kind of says a quick hello for a second, then kind of sits down and gets some food and all that. People just pretty much come in, get some food, and then kind of go on with their night, either back to their own houses or back to their lives, but nobody really kind of hangs around.
Okay. When the old mate who recommended the dodgy doctor rocks up, I would go over and talk to him and just be like, just bring a drink over for him.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, hello, young lass. How are you doing?
Better now. Thanks for the directions. I'm not sure about that doctor though, but we found the elf and everything was okay.
Yes, I felt quite bad about that. You just asked if there was anything doctor-wise in town, and then I said there, and you guys were off on your way before I could say probably steer clear of him and stuff like that.
That's okay. Yeah. We were in a bit of a rush.
Yeah, because our town, it's got a bit smaller over the years. Which is not that much because it got popular about 2 years ago, and now it's kind of back on the decline and all that. Ever since the manor north of town kind of shut its doors. But there's only really the locals that live here and the strangers and the ruffian types that have kind of come in here and there. But they all stay to that other side of town.
Well, we'd like it here just fine. The bog, the chef here seems lovely. I think that we're in the right side of town.
And he kind of leans into you and he's like, yes, I think a few of us here were a bit sus when an orc kind of came into town, but God, I couldn't picture a town now without Bog. Wow. He is just a trooper.
Yeah, there's a lot of racist people in this town, but cool.
Yeah, cool. This is fine, I guess.
Well, like, you wouldn't even need to roll for this. Like, it's these kind of frontier towns that usually do suffer orc invasions and stuff like that. So it's not
right. Okay,
it's not completely racist, but it sort of is. It's if this is a possible, even a sentence, justifiable racism, if that makes sense. Like I can guarantee this town within the last 10 years has been raided and pillaged and people murdered by orcs.
Yeah, they're probably concerned that it was like a spy or someone.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's still never justified, but like there is reasons for their reasons.
We're just shit stirring you.
Yeah, no. I'm just explaining why they're kind of like that, and also because it is one of these frontier towns. Like, they don't see a lot of any other races. It's mostly humans. Like, it's nearly one of those circle events where like they don't see those types, so they react weird when like a tiefling or like a half elf or something comes into town, and then they also get those kind of races get scared of coming to these towns because they do have racism, and it's just this eternal cycle with these frontier towns of like, one side gets freaked out because they hardly see them, and then they also don't come because people get freaked out because they do when they come. So it's just this endless cycle in these towns. Yeah, sorry. Was there anything else you needed to ask the old man?
Nope. I just wanted to chat to him because I said that I would come back and chat to him.
Just before you gotta go, he goes, "Oh, there is the old guild in town, but I don't know if old Hanger would have had anything healing wise, but If you get some time tomorrow, maybe pop into him. He might have some pep up stuff for your old friend up there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I get the details from him.
Okay, yeah, it's literally like a building just left of the like what details do you want to ask?
Like where to go
Yeah.
and who is the shop keep.
Well, it's not a shop. It's God, I wouldn't even know what it is these days. It did used to be an old like warriors guild and stuff like that back in the day, but that a good 100, maybe actually no more, about 50 years ago, I think old Hanger just started looking after it and keeping it going, but he's been around here longer than all of us, really. Even I kind of came to this town before after he was here.
So he's the person that's been here for the longest.
Yeah, you could say that. Before even the walls kind of came up and they turned this kind of town into what it is now. Back when it was just farming village, I think.
Okay. Cool. Relevant person. I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't know what else to ask. So
Okay, yeah. He's just said it's like it's the old guild. It doesn't really. The building hasn't got a name.
okay, cool.
Anything else you guys want to do, or you want to head shut in for the night, or?
I am gonna ask, what's the waitress's name? Delphine? No.
Yeah, Delphine.
Delphine? Yeah. I would have noticed, I think, that GLaDOS and this other really attractive elf woman have like elven motifs on their clothing, like flower motifs. And I guess I'd want to know if that was like a
GLaDOS is more just like leaves and like nearly like not cleric. What are they called?
Paladin?
No. The nature people.
Druid.
Yeah, druid. More like a druidic kind of outfit. It was wearing.
Okay, so it's like a class outfit as opposed to like a cult outfit.
Yeah, it just looks like somebody that lives in the wild. While the silver hair, like the white haired woman, just had like flowers as decorations. It's like to look like a pretty dress with some flowers on it.
Okay, all right. So would I know that this used to be like a farming community? Because I wasn't part of Urga's conversation. Would I be able to intuit that?
Pretty much any one of these towns this far away from a major hub, you at one stage definitely was like a farming town. Like that's not something you would need to history know. Like it's just a common knowledge kind of thing of like most of these towns would have. It actually is a bit more surprising that you have a walled city this far out.
Okay, all right. So I will want to ask Delphine about the walls and shit.
They popped up about a good 2-3 years ago after the whole Vandalin kind of scenario happened.
The what scenario?
There's a town just a bit south of here. It was like all our towns were kind of like of the same level, these like farming kind of towns, and then all of a sudden a bunch of adventurers came through and they discovered something in a cave north of there and brought a whole bunch of prosperity to the region and a whole bunch of people, and so they turned this town into more of a defensive town for this kind of region to kind of like protect over the other towns. And there's a barracks and all that in the north part of town, but a good 4 months ago they shut the main gates into the north half of the town, so the manor is all, you can't get up to the manor and the barracks, and the guards only guard the north part of town now. But yeah, it's only a few months ago, at about like I don't want to sound like one of those crazy people, but it was very similar time when the other people kind of moved into town. All the people on the west side of town kind of moved in, and when Madame Rose kind of came to town.
Okay, I am completely new to your very charming town and your very charming inn. So you're gonna have to give me a little bit more of an explanation here. Who explain to me like I'm a child. Who is Madame Rose and what happened all those months ago?
Shh. Don't let Savannah know that. She kind of leans in. She goes, Madame Rose runs the other inn, if you would call it, on the west side of town.
Right, got it.
Yes. Yeah.
What makes it so different from this inn? I'm like leaning in closer as well. What makes it so different from this inn?
They have more adult entertainment.
Oh.
It's
Yes.
a brothel.
Is that what Echo calls out from behind me? It's a brothel. Okay, all right. So there was a new establishment, and around that time is when they shut off the fancy part of town.
I wouldn't say fancy. It was the mayor's manor is in the north part of town, and the barracks and all that. But apart from the adult entertainment, they also stole a young lass used to sing here as well.
Oh. Okay.
They kidnapped. Wait, am I in this conversation?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But like you'd be right next to it, unless you're still talking to the old man.
Yeah, is this happening like contemporaneously while she's doing a thing, or is it like sequentially?
I don't know. Would you have waited till Urka came back, or would have you just kind of?
I probably would have, as soon as the sexy elf lady went away,
Yeah.
wanted to find out more and started this conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah. So, would you say Urka hears this?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably happening
Probably
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. Okay, so all right, so let me just consolidate my knowledge. So this thing happens with this new place, and then the north part of town kind of gets shut away.
Yeah.
And what's happening here? Because when we came in, your very poorly guarded main gates, there were kind of a couple of people there that didn't really seem like official members of the IRD that were
Yes,
collecting taxes.
Those are the what did they start calling themselves? The red bands or something like that. They were not
red
wearing
bands.
anything really, and then all of a sudden they decided to all start wearing red bands around their armors.
Okay.
And
Do they work?
I don't know. I
for-
have seen them go in and out of the establishment to the west.
Hmm.
They do. A whole bunch of them frequent that place, and sometimes I see them go in there and don't come out for a couple of days as well.
Well, has anyone seen the mayor during this whole time? I can't imagine he's pretty happy with.
We haven't
You know.
seen the mayor since they've shut the north part of town.
Shit.
Shit. Okay, and I mean, no one's kind of tried to. No one. The guards are not cooperating. I assume no one's asked about the mayor. Like, yo, buddy, what's happening? I assume there's been no communication whatsoever with the mayor.
We are just simple people.
Hmm.
We've got no real power. We can't break into the north part of
True.
town, so we're just going on with our days, really.
Fair enough.
They seem to leave us be if we seem to leave them be, so unfortunately,
Okay.
that's what we've had to do.
All right, but no one's in any immediate danger from all this.
We have to pay the toll every month to get into the town, but that's about it.
Okay. I see.
Apart from that, there's the woman you saw before comes into town every kind of couple of days and sells flowers, but that's about the only thing.
Just regular flowers? She just sells flowers?
Flowers none of us really have seen before, but they're quite spectacular. She usually sells them at night. She's probably out in the old marketplace right now selling them. She was in before, I think.
Okay. Interesting. All right. No, that was really helpful. Thank you. That was a lot to learn about your new town.
It was my
So,
pleasure.
Well.
So what are you guys doing now? You guys going to bed? You going maybe to the explore town, or what do you guys want to do?
I want to go look at some flowers.
Do you want to look at flowers or the person selling them?
Well, they could be magical. They could be magical. I'm just saying, any magical artifact might help with Finch's health.
All right. Urka, are you staying here or are you going along?
No, I'll go with her if she's inviting me.
Yeah, so I assume Urka will come back as I'm like winding it up with the waitress. Yeah. And then I'll turn to her and go, well, we've had a big day. Finch is safe upstairs resting. And I have just heard about a lady that might be selling exotic / magical flowers. Maybe Finch might like something like to cheer him up. Might keep his spirits up while he's recovering.
Yeah, there's also a place that we should go check out, but maybe in the morning when they're open.
Yeah, sounds good. I mean, do you want to come with to the marketplace? It could be good to get some fresh air. And
is the marketplace going to be open? Like this lake?
Of some kind?
She did mention the old marketplace. So
the old marketplace.
Yeah, so there's probably not a marketplace there anymore. It's just the spot where the old marketplace used to be.
Okay, well, we can figure out where that is by asking Delphine again.
Oh, yeah, she says it's literally, like, right out the door. Like, not
cool, let's do that.
It's, like, just between here and the stables.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll go check it out then.
Yeah, speaking of which, like, what did you do with the caravan?
I assume we would have stabled it at the stables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stabled the horses there and tried to set up, I guess.
I forgot that, like, I assumed that they just had, like, valet parking or something.
Well, I assume we pay whatever fee we need to pay to stable the horses.
It was just a gold.
Okay,
you had to reverse parallel park it into the spot outside. There's not a lot of good parking outside.
Yeah, show them my caravan license, make sure it's up to date,
Yeah.
So
put your 2 gold into the parking machine.
Yeah.
So you go out and you walk over to like there's just like an opening like it's like dirt road. There's like the path in this town, but there's like a big opening part of the dirt. You see like an unmanned cart there, like a little purple cart. It has like some flowers on it, some that you've never really even seen. There's this one beautiful purple one that like seems to have like silver kind of like buds kind of coming out of the middle of it, like nearly antenna looking things in the middle of it. It seems to like shine and glow as it kind of nearly spins. But yeah, there's no one seemed to be manning the cart at the moment as you kind of walk over.
Okay. I no one manning at all.
No.
I guess I'll just kind of lean in and does it have like a smell, this exotic flower? If I'm like leaning in and like trying to like sniff it, does it have any sort of smell that I recognize or
no, it does. Like it just has this like how would I describe it? Nearly like a sugary kind of fairy floss kind of smell hits your nostrils.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Nice. Cool.
The two of you, can you roll? Actually, you are pretty much like right next to Urka, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Roll perception rolls, the both of you.
That's 15.
Should be enough.
19.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So you both hear like a noise kind of coming from a direction like behind the cart. Urka, you get a bit more of a detail. Yeah, you hear it from like a darkish alley kind of coming down the hall. You hear grumble voices and you hear you can't tell what they're saying, but you kind of hear like that.
Okay. Coming from where?
Just down the alley, like behind the cart.
Like, and what tone do the voices sound like? Conversational, secretive, angry?
Conversational, but the bassier voices sound a bit more angrier.
Okay. Should we want to go check that out, Lena?
So did I get that much detail, or do I just hear like that?
Yeah, you hear the what do you call it? You can hear there's a direction down there, and you just hear noises coming from that kind of direction.
Okay. Did you hear that, Urka? What's that?
It sounded like voices. They might be arguing. Do you want to go check it out?
Sound good. We should go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Sneakily. Sneak.
I'm gonna put my hand on my rapier as well, so I can like ready to draw if I have to.
Alright, as you kind of walk down the alley, you see kind of two men kind of looking similar outfits to the men you were at the front that got you the taxes. Yeah, and they are kind of not physically threatening, but like they're in a stance to kind of like lording over this young girl, and you can kind of see it's this elf that you saw before.
Okay.
Yeah, with silver hair, and like the moonlight is like coming just down the alley, and it's nearly like shining off her hair and giving that like white glow to it.
Does she look scared?
Yeah, she is, but she's kind of like sort of midway between like trying to give a bit of a stance, but kind of backing away at the same time. Of like, I have already paid you this month. I will not pay you again. You need to pay. You've been selling more flowers. That means you've got to pay us more for our protection.
Okay.
I think that we should intervene.
Let's
and I have a
intervene.
feeling that Lena's going to agree with me.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna intervene. I feel like intervening. Feel like intervening all the way. So, but then I guess now I know that if we kill these guys, that there could be repercussions that are unpleasant. So...
I want Finch to be involved in this so bad.
I know, I feel so bad that Finch isn't here.
I take guidance from the spirit of Finch, and I go, okay, Lena, I know you want to kill these guys. I know you really want to kill these guys, but maybe, what would Finch do? You know, he would try and talk it out. He wouldn't just go in there and slit a throat, right? He would be practical about this. So let's try conversation first. Yeah.
I need my wolf as well. I would have been there with my wolf.
Your wolf's there as well? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I am going to defer to Lena.
Okay.
I'll look over at her and go like, "Murder Mum, what are we doing?"
Murder Mum.
I'll give her a look back, like, "Don't worry, my murder child, I got this." I will step in front of Lena. Sorry, in front of Urka, and I'll kind of call out to the two dudes, I guess. So what does she need protecting from exactly?
Who are you?
Well, I mean, I asked the first question.
You see her kind of pop around and go, it's not worth it. Just let them finish their business and it'll be fine.
Okay. Well, I mean, it seems like they're being a little bit unpleasant at the moment.
You heard the woman. She's fine. Now bugger off.
You know, that's a really rude tone to take with someone that you've never talked to in your life. You know that, right? Super rude. So rude.
As like he turns to you, see like a red kind of ribbon around his like right bicep.
Yep.
He's a red ribbon. Cool. Well, I'm torn. I'm torn because we have to stay in this town for a few days yet. How much does she owe you?
She owes us 30 gold.
Oh my goodness. This is literally extortion. This is...
I don't think she's gonna be able to pay you right now because, I mean, any intelligent person wouldn't be walking the streets with 30 gold in their purse. So how about we all just agree that this is a tomorrow job and us three girls go home and you continue this conversation in a better, more reasonable hour.
I feel like Kaz has literally had this conversation in real life.
Yeah. I feel like that, yeah.
Kaz has had to talk down robbers from a racket.
She doesn't need your help. You just heard her 2 seconds ago. Isn't that right? And he kind of like puts his hand on her shoulder and she goes, yes, I'm perfectly fine. Please just go on your way.
Look, this is. Look, you know, we can't leave you here, right, with these two idiots in this alleyway. Now that we've seen this, that's just not what good people do.
Yeah.
And you guys are good people.
Yeah, you know, so good.
Yeah.
So, I'm
Again-
going to step a little bit closer to this three-way scenario in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I guess, have like a more tempered tone and go, you know, it is really late. You know, I think my friend has been has had a point. I think maybe we should continue this in the morning, not at some ungodly hour. And it would be smart for all of us to walk away from the situation and resume discussions in the morning about the money that is owed to you.
How about
During this conversation, me and the wolf would get closer as well, and Kawa would be like growling.
I nearly dropped my fucking thing. You better back your little dog up there before I put him on a collar.
He's not my dog. He's just a friend.
Well, he's growling at my direction, and my friend doesn't like it.
You better get your friend under control before I put a collar on him.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
With that, the one behind him, he puts his sword in his scabbard, and then he kind of reaches around his back, and then pulls out a huge big crossbow, and starts aiming it at the wolf. He goes, "Now my friend doesn't like it. He's gonna shoot that dog in a second if you don't back up, and if you both don't back up, I'm gonna hurt this lady here too."
Well, now we have to fight him.
Yeah, you know what? That's it. That's just fucking it. I guess I'm going to draw my rapier with a flourish and go for the closest guy.
Okay.
Because that's fucked up. You don't hurt women. That's fucked up.
Okay. Yeah. Let's roll some initiative. Let's get one battle in for tonight.
Before we do that, when we were resting, when we were hanging out at the bar, that would have been a rest, right?
Short rest, yes.
Short rest. How do I do that?
Click on the short resting on your character sheet at the top.
And then...
And if you want to use a hit dice, I think you are able to from there, right?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
I need to roll too.
Okay.
My D20, there it is.
Cool. Got it.
All right, Urka, what do you got for initiative?
7.
7. And Lena.
21.
21. Damn, somebody is avenging some women right here.
I know it.
All right. Since you are top of the order, what's the plan of attack?
Okay, I just want to stab the closest guy.
Okay.
That's all I want to do. Stab the closest person to me.
Roll to attack.
Cool. Got my equipment.
Does the flower girl count as an ally?
Yes, but
Oh,
she
yeah,
is
does
not
she?
attacking.
Cool.
Okay.
Good shit, Des. 15.
15 hit, yes, definitely hit. All right, roll some damage as you just
Alright.
nearly fencer lunge at him straight away.
Mm-hmm. Man, I really hate dickheads.
I never would have guessed.
Yeah. I can't find my weapon shit. One sec. I'm trying to figure out what my dice for my rapier. Is it a D8 for a rapier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
D8 plus your dex.
Yeah.
D8 plus my dex. Noise. Okay, that's 9 damage.
Whoa.
9 damage, Jesus.
Mm.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
Step.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, you bring it in and pierces just under at the left side of his stomach area, just goes straight in and brings it
Nice.
out, and he's like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh, ugh."
Should have backed up when you had the chance.
It is his turn.
So sorry. My wolf rolled a 13 initiative.
13. Oh, all right. Well, he gets a turn right now.
Cool.
The one that was aiming the crossbow at him.
Yep.
Is that the closest one or the furthest
That's
one?
the furthest one. You've still
Well,
got. You could easily move there in one go.
yeah. So he goes to bite.
Okay. He goes. All right. Roll to attack.
I don't have my wolf sheet anymore.
Okay. Wolf is.
I think it's +5.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
+4. +4 to bite.
Okay. 8.
8. 8 in total.
Yeah.
Okay. The guy with the crossbow kind of brings it down and shoots at the same time, and it, like your wolf had to kind of jump out of the way just to avoid him, but like because of that doesn't get enough time in to kind of get the bite, and he kind of like lifts up his leg and like the jaws kind of swing under. Up next is the bandits themselves. I'm gonna make them roll because one of them just nearly died in one hit. Okay, cool. Yeah, the bigger one literally just pushes the woman against the wall, and she kind of hits the wall and like crumbles down to her like butt.
Fucking dickhead.
And they are just bolting, both of them.
Oh god.
Yeah, they've disappeared into the thing. Yeah, no, they're pretty much gone. They're gonna dash and everything, so they're gone.
Okay, well, fuck it. I'm not gonna chase that low life.
Pussies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a quick battle.
Yeah.
I don't feel so bad that Finch missed out on it now. Yeah, I will rush up to the elf and ask her if she's okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I'm so sorry if we caused you problems just now, but we couldn't leave you here alone.
No, it's all right. I don't think I could have paid anyway. My name's Moon. And she kind of like stands up and she kind of looks at you, Lena, and she's like, "Oh, hello."
I look over at Lena significantly and give her a, that was a good hello.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like probably like in the middle, like wiping the blood like off on my boots very unglamorously when I hear the hello. So I guess I'll look up mid blood wipe.
Yeah.
And go, oh, hey, yeah, hey, are you okay? Are you all right?
So she is very beautiful. Like,
Oh, yeah.
god damn, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she has this like softness to her though, but not weak, if that makes sense.
Yep.
She
Cool,
looks
got
like
it,
her
yep.
skin is nearly like silk and stuff like that.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And she's hopping up, her like white hair kind of like flickers in, like just a little bit of a breeze kind of comes through as she kind of hops up. And it's so soft as well, her hair. Like whether she's using some wood nature thing to get it this silky clean, but yeah, she is very goddamn beautiful.
Okay. You should maybe, I don't know if it's the safest thing for you to be running a flower stall at night with dickheads like that kind of just around the corner 24/7, you know?
I know, but I need to keep I need the money so I can move to another town.
Oh. Have you been here most of your life? Or, I mean, no, sorry, where are my manners? Honestly, sorry, don't let me interrogate you. I mean, do you have everything? Did you drop something? Are you okay? I'm like, kind of like, I lean into like, kind of like pat
looks
her
down
down.
and kind of brushes the dust off, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I think I'm fine. I'm a bit bruised, but apart from that," and she kind of looks up. She's like, "How late is it now?"
Well, I guess.
I don't know, DM. How late is it now?
Time? Yeah, how late is it?
It's probably a
DM?
good like 9-10 o'clock right now.
Okay, so well, I guess I'll say that
Oh
probably.
yeah, and she's
10
like,
o'clock?
oh, thank God. Okay, it hasn't blossomed yet. Thank God.
What hasn't blossomed? Oh wait, sorry, flowers. That's right. Sorry, I'm just.
This is so close to how Ginny flirts in real life.
It is. Oh fuck! Oh no, you're right. Okay.
She goes,
Oh shit.
there's
Cold out, Jesus. Yeah,
Is there-
sorry.
Is there
yeah.
like, should we offer to escort her to a place that she needs to go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Lena take the lead on this one. I mean, I don't want to step on any toes.
No. I mean, you sell flowers. We saw a flower cart on the way here. I assume that belongs to you. Do you want us to walk you back? We can walk you back, or you can walk yourself, or you know.
Thank you. Yes. And
Our
she
silver-tongued rogue.
She kind of walks towards walks out, like is walking out of the alley towards the cart, and then she kind of like you, I don't know. Are you kind of like a little dumbstruck? Are you like standing still and realized you were standing still and weren't following her?
I would probably follow just because I'm like a horrible person.
Yeah.
So I would be following her.
Yeah. She's back at her thing, and you kind of see her, and she's like, and she kind of like is looking at you, and she's like, "Are you up to much for the rest of the night?"
Literally nothing. If you need two of us, then we can both stay. If you just want Lena, then like if you think there's too many people here ruining the party, I can go. It's cool.
I can leave the dog if that's what you want.
I mean, I didn't have any plans. We were here for the flowers, really. So.
Oh well, I'm supposed to go pick a flower tonight, but now I'm a bit worried after what just happened in there, whether they'll come follow me. Your friend is more than welcome, but I wouldn't mind if you would just come along with me.
I should probably go check.
Flower date.
Yeah.
Flower date.
You guys go on the flower date. Go and pick the flower and guard her. I'll go make sure that Finch is okay.
Okay, I will clear my throat very professionally. Yeah, I mean, I think I probably would be able to help you with flowers, picking flowers. I mean, how dangerous could it be, right? Just a flower and maybe some weeds or something.
Just
grab some weeds while you're out.
She like smiles and she's like, just the flower will be fine. Hopefully, if I can pick that, I can sell that in one of the more major towns and make a life there. But it only blooms like once every couple of months. So.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, lead the way. You know, anything that you need, I can help you with, at least for tonight.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, what are you doing, Urka?
I'm going back to the inn.
All right, we'll do that part of it first. Like, so what do you want to do going back to the inn? Are you going straight back to the inn? You didn't want to have a walk around town or anything like that?
Yeah, me and my wolf buddy would probably wander around town, just like see what's what.
Do you head over to the west side of town, or do you kind of stay?
Nowhere like dangerous, just to kind of
the way they talk about the west side of town, it's not really dangerous. It's just like they don't like it because it's
just like the R18 part of the town.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd kind of like scope it out, not go too far into that side of town, but just like, scope it out a bit.
As you kind of walk to that side of town, you do hear a lot more noise coming from that west side building and all that. And do you want to go up to, like, not up to it, but like viewing distance of that building?
Yeah. I'm specifically keeping an eye out for any other red ribbon guys.
Okay, yeah, you see like people out the front, and then it's a closed door. It's a big L-shaped building, a 2-story L-shaped building. The lower the bottom part of the L in if you're looking at an L itself, that's where like the opening of the place is. It's a closed door. People are not coming in and out of it, and you just hear a lot of noise coming from that building.
Like partying sounding noises?
Yeah, music and talking, and you hear this beautiful singing noise. Like, even the way, how far you out now, like this voice is kind of hitting your ears, and kind of like, in the same way, I can use this reference now, like when Kvolf plays his lute and all that kind of like instant hits your ears, and it's like you are like lost into that song.
Cool. I'll probably want to go check it out.
Yeah?
Yeah. So you said there are people out the front?
Yeah. There's a couple of people with red bands on their arms out front.
Oh, I don't want to run into any red band people in case they have heard from the others. I guess I kind of like very, very conspicuously walk past.
Yep.
Like on my wolf in case we need to make a fast getaway, and like look at them and see if they respond to me in any way, and like go back and forth a couple of times.
You see them, they're very drunk. The ones out
okay.
there. Yeah.
Cool.
You do see it's a big double door, and it has like closed slits on the door as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'd go up to them and be like, "Hey guys, good night tonight."
Yeah, it was absolutely spectacular night. That singing voice, so good. God,
Love it.
And the entertainment in there is just absolutely tip-top. I haven't seen you. And he kind of like is more like trying to open his eyes properly and like looking down at you. It's like, you're a very small person. Did you know that?
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
I guess I was just
You're nearly like a baby.
yeah, I guess I am kind of like that, but not at all. Not really at all.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go listen.
This is a good donkey. This is a good donkey.
He is my best donkey. My favorite
He's
donkey.
a donkey? I thought
Yeah.
he was a dog.
No, I thought you said donkey and I was going along with it, but he's
no.
a donkey now.
Oh.
It's his birthday though, so
It's the ass's birthday. And he kind of elbows one of his friends. He's like, the ass.
And I promised my ass that we would go and listen to some music for his birthday. So we're gonna go on inside, but it was super great chatting to you.
Okay, you have a good time, you little baby, and your little donkey dog.
It's really funny.
All right, in we go.
You go to the door and you go to open them. They do not open.
Oh. I turn back to my new friends and say, "Hey man, how do I get in?"
It's a secret. Shh.
Can you tell me?
Absolutely not. Madame Rose will kill me.
But I told you my secret. I told you it was my donkey's birthday.
I'm sorry. You're not as scary as Madame Rose.
How can I meet Madame Rose so that she can let me in? I can tell her about my donkey's birthday.
Madame Rose meets you. You don't meet her. Okay? And then he, like, literally hiccups and he falls to the ground, and his other mate kind of steps over him and he's like, yeah, like, you just, if she wants to meet you, she'll meet you.
Okay. Well, that's inconvenient. But I'm not going to try and break in because this lady sounds scary. So I'm going to keep exploring.
Okay. So what are you doing
I'm
now?
gonna come back later on with backup. No, I guess I would just head back to the inn. Yeah. I've scoped out some suspicious things that I can confer with my group on later.
Yeah. Are you heading to bed for the night, pretty much?
Probably, yeah. I'll go in and check on Finch, make sure he's okay. Check in with his
That's
buddies.
actually good. Sorry, old Zachary, you've had a quiet night.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
Urka kind of walks into the room. What's the kind of state of Finch at the moment?
Finch has on. He has one of those those dressing gowns that are kind of like this like old timey all the way to the feet, kind of just like a big dress.
And a nightcap.
Yeah, with one of those big long hats.
I love it.
He's sitting there in
So
bed.
cute. I love it.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Oh, hey! I almost said Cass.
Yeah.
He's so sick. He's breaking the fourth wall. It's so lovely to see you. How you doing? He's got like a big bowl of like chicken soup in front of him that he's got like a thing that he's just saying like.
Oh, you got enough food then? You're feeling a bit better.
I got some soup.
That's good. That's good. You how you holding up? You feeling alive? You reckon you might stay that way for a while?
Yeah, I think I like it, to be honest. It's better than the other bit, with the coughing and the lots of pain. Yeah.
I like you being alive too.
Thanks. That's really nice. I appreciate that.
Cool. Well, I guess I better let you rest then.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for coming and checking on me.
Yeah.
So I think one of the things I was thinking was Finch's magic, since he's been out, is like a little finicky. Like it's already a little finicky.
Yes.
Not necessarily. So, Kaz, can you roll an intelligence check?
Yes.
Sorry, intelligence saving throw.
Okay, and that is on the top left.
Yep.
I think so.
Yes.
Saving throw, yeah.
15.
15. Okay, yeah, you're fine. But you see maybe the flicker of the goblin just standing outside as you go to leave, and then it's not there.
Oh.
Yeah. I turn back around to Finch and I go, Finch,
Yeah.
you make sure you get plenty of rest, okay?
Oh yeah, no. They're my crew is taking care of me, and you too, obviously. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Night,
Finch.
Night. Have a good one.
Oh Lord.
All right, so Urka heads to bed. Finch
Yeah.
is probably going to go to bed pretty much now-ish as well.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So now we'll flick to our moonlit walk with Moon the elf and Lena the tiefling. So you
Cute.
guys... So, yeah, how is the walk going? Because she's just kind of like... Nearly like storybook elf kind of in the moonlight of she's nearly dancing, walking as she's kind of walking in the
Wow.
moonlight.
Okay, I guess I'm still kind of worried about us getting mugged by people. So I am probably trying my hardest to be professional. So I'm keeping an eye on the surroundings around us, put one hand on my rapier, and if she gets too far away as she's doing her happy elf dancing,
Yeah.
I'm hey, just it's slow down a little bit, we don't know who's out here, kind of thing, trying to keep it very
Oh,
professional.
I'm sorry. The moonlight is beautiful at the moment, and walking with this lovely lady, I'm just quite happy at the moment.
my brain doesn't process that part of the second sentence, and so I'm well, then this it's good to be happy, and the moon's great. I mean, you look like you're really in your element.
Top moon. One of the
Yeah.
top 3 moons, I would say.
Yeah, I haven't seen many moons, I guess, uninterrupted, but this is a great moon. I'm just royally cocking it up, basically.
All right.
So,
You guys are through the forest a bit. You kind of get into more of a foresty bit until it kind of opens up into this nearly forest oasis. Is like
Mhm.
like a nearly a fey-looking pond in the middle of the forest. There's like the
Mhm.
moonlight's hitting it and it's kind of sparkling on the water, and you do see this like silver like flower with gold trim on it.
Oh shit.
And she's like, there's the flower. And she kind of looks up and she's like, it's nearly midnight. Are you ready for this? And she kind of takes your hand for a second. And she's like
Okay.
holding onto your hand. And like she has like a hand under and like both her hands are like holding your one hand. And she's like looking closely at the flower.
Okay. I am looking closely at the flower, I suppose. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen now?
And then like it starts to kind of like unfold and it seems to like glisten and like this nearly like the spell dancing lights is nearly getting produced out of this kind of flower at the moment.
Oh shit.
And she's like, it's beautiful.
That is amazing. That shit looks hella expensive.
And she kind of looks at you and she goes, I'm so sorry.
Huh? What do you mean? What?
Shit.
And
What?
then you feel this dull pain on the back of your head
What?
and the world goes
Are you
black.
serious? Oh god.
It's always the flower ladies. Always the flower ladies.
God, my thirst once again. God.
You two awaken in the morning. It's now morning. You're awake. What are you guys doing in the morning?
Well, after a hearty breakfast
Mm-hmm.
and
So you've gone down.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Finch is also healthy enough to go downstairs and have breakfast at the table.
Beautiful. Bog kind of comes up to you and he has this bucket and he kind of puts it down on the middle of the table and he's and he kind of like picks it up and like swipes the dirt from under that was on the bottom of the bucket and he kind of like puts it on the ground next to you rather than on the table and it's filled with carrots and all that. He's like, this is for your horses if you need to take it down and kind of give them a feed. I think you guys had a hard ride into town, so I think they deserve a bit of tender love as well. So here's some carrots. I have a whole bunch. I have a bunch of them in the back, so I think I can spare these ones here.
Oh, thank you
so much. That's really appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah. We'll do that after breakfast. Do you have anything I thought I might surprise Lena with some breakfast in bed because we haven't seen her
Yeah, we
this
didn't
morning.
see her come in last night before we closed up as well.
Oh no, should we be worried?
Probably not. What about
Why?
that flower elf lady? Because she might have gone home with her, if you know what I'm saying.
Gone home? Is that where? Does she also have a tavern?
Well, I don't know. Wherever she does her sleeping and other things.
Are you
that
talking about
happen.
Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well-
She doesn't stay in town anywhere, so I don't know. She only comes in and sells her flowers and occasionally gets a meal here.
Well, I guess let's go up and check if she's here. And if not, well, I mean, hopefully it's a go Lena situation. But otherwise, we might start looking for her.
Yeah,
there
go
was some guards around, some dodgy guards that we might have to worry about.
Oh yeah, because I lead conspiratorially towards what's his name? Hog?
Bog.
Bog. I'm like, because just keep it on the down low, but we're criminals.
Okay, young lad, and he kind of gives you a big hearty pat on the back. He's, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I have a weak constitution right now. Thank you. Thanks for being cool about the whole criminal thing, though. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, and he kind of looks at you, Urka, and he kind of like rolls his eye, and he's like, and shakes his head, and walks off.
That's how Finch usually do.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing now?
I guess going
going
up.
Yeah. So, sorry. Yeah, I forgot you were heading up. Yeah, so you head up there and you open the door and the room is completely untouched. Doesn't even look like somebody's slept in here yet.
Okay. Well, I'm still gunning for a good night for Lena.
Yeah.
But I feel like, given recent experiences, it might be a good idea to look for her. You feeling up to a bit of scouting around, Finchy boy?
I am. I am definitely feeling up to being awake, and the walking bit might not be so. I did figure out. He looks over and is like, Georgie, do you mind? And she's like, no problem, it's okay, it's no worries. And she just like sits down and like Finch jumps on her piggyback. She gets up,
Oh my
starts
god.
walking.
This is gonna
love
make
it.
questioning people hilarious, by the
Going
way.
like this, he's like, thanks, Georgie.
All right, just before you leave the inn, Bog shouts out, "Don't forget the carrots as well."
Finch grabs them on his way.
Oh my god.
All right, so what are you doing
I love
first? Are
this.
you heading for a search, or are you heading to the horses, or where are you heading?
I guess is the flowers it's the stable on the way to the old market.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah, should be just outside,
as I
right?
said, yeah, the old market's in between the two.
Yeah, so we
I
drop
think
off
that
the carrots.
we probably would stop in because we're not overly concerned about Lena just
Yeah,
yet.
because as you get to the old markets, yeah, the flower cart's not there anymore and stuff like that. But as like the Bog said, like she just comes into town, sells her stuff, and she bugs out for a while until she kind of comes back again.
So Lena has a friend here in town. That's nice.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm not sure. I mean, I got the impression that she'd be back in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
You know what sleepovers are like? You just like
yeah,
you stay up super late and you're watching movies.
Yeah.
you,
yeah. Braid each other's hair and
you lose track
all
of
that.
time.
Yeah.
Happened all the time with me and Georgie and Brother Fingers in the group. We had to impose a strict curfew. We had to go to sleep at 10, or we'd stay up all night chatting. You know how it is.
I'm a bit worried, but not super worried yet. So let's scout around. Hey, did I tell you about this cool hip bar that I went to last night that I couldn't get into?
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, they said that you can only get in if Madame Rose invites you, but when I asked how I could meet Madame Rose, they said she would meet me. What does that even mean?
Ah, that is cool. That sounds cool. We should try and be met by Madame Rose.
Yeah.
Get that rolling. That'd be great.
Let's make ourselves publicly available. Should we write a sign?
We zoom out and we're a gnome and someone being piggybacked by a hobgoblin in the middle of the street. Like, I think people will know we're here. I think people.
Yeah.
I think we make a statement. You know, just us being us.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you want to go check it out?
Yeah, I mean, might as well.
I mean, it's probably not open yet because it was such a hip happening club, but like, worth a look.
Worth a look. Plus, maybe we'll figure it out together how to get in.
All right, so you're just carrying the bucket of carrots with you as well now?
Oh, well, we dropped it off.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, sorry. As soon as you get to the stables, it's unmanned at the moment. There was a stable hand that like.
Or unwomaned, NATO.
No, it was a man. Hey, look, women are already owning a lot of stuff in this town. At least a man can own at least one thing in this place.
Women already have enough. They should be happy with what we've given them.
Oh my god.
Hey, look, both inns are run by a woman. All right.
Yeah.
The doctor
just been
the doctor
kidnapped
who is
by
a
a
man
woman.
is useless, and you got bewildered by a woman as well. A man
Yeah, who was probably going to kill me, by
Yeah.
the way.
Yeah. No, it was a man who ran the stables, and he is nowhere to be seen. Your caravan is there though, and your horses are missing.
Oh,
Shit.
wow. That's fucked.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gertrude and Ethel are gone. Where'd they go?
Did you want to have a closer look as well?
Yeah, let's look around and see what's happening in that.
As you get to the caravan, it is empty.
Oh fuck.
All the supplies you brought down to town are gone.
Did you sell all of our supplies by any chance?
No.
No. Yeah,
No.
didn't think. Maybe not.
No.
Which character? Yeah, Charlie has a little note in his mouth. He you see him hop into the back, and then he hops out, and then there's the piece of paper in his mouth.
Charlie, give me that. What are you doing? Give me that. I read it.
It says, "Don't mess with the red bands."
Oh, don't mess with the red bands. Oh, that gives me a great idea. What we should do. Hey, they're the criminals, right? In here, they sound that from what that sounds like. They sound criminally. We're criminals, right? We should mess with them.
Here's the thing, Finch. We already did.
Right.
And
they've messed with us.
And that's why this has happened.
Right.
So I'm glad that you're on board with messing with them, because if you weren't, then that would be really awkward right now.
No.
So yes, we're going to continue messing with them. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, we're the criminals, right? We can't let criminals just criminal all over us. We're the criminals.
No. We should be criminaling on them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go get some criminaling on. I say.
Okay, on that note.
Georgie, yeah.
So you two ride off into the sunset on your new mission, and on that point we'll pause that and we'll flick over to we're gonna rewind about a good 6 hours and stuff like that. Just you suffer the big bonk, you go black for a while, you black out for a bit, and then you have these moments of consciousness for like flashes of a second. Like you open your eyes just, and then you kind of close them again. You hear Moon kind of stand over in you, and she's like, "I am truly sorry. I was hoping you'd be a man. I usually only run this to men, but we need your money." And then you see a hand push her away. He's like, "Shard, shut up. Let me see what she has on her." And you know, in another time when you open your eyes, you see somebody over tearing your shirt off and your bag off and stuff like that. And they've got a red band around their arm.
Oh, gosh.
Lucky Finch was carrying all our money.
Yeah, I know, because I have jack shit on me. So I guess I'm not too pissed, but still pissed that I got knocked out. What the fuck?
And then,
oh god.
And then you feel a dull pain hit you, and then you open your eyes and you feel this just ringing pain in the back of your head, and it's sunlight now, and you look down and you just have a rag kind of draped across you.
Great, love it.
You have nothing at the moment. Your swords are gone. Your clothes
all my shit
are gone.
is gone. Okay.
Everything is gone, and you're in the middle of the forest.
Beautiful.
And that's where we're going to leave it tonight.
Oh
damn. Oh man,
So I guess our lesson for tonight is it doesn't matter how sweet the puss is, don't split the party up.
Yeah, that's a good lesson. That is yep. Once again, my thirst ends with a ringing pain. Cool.
Yeah, there we go. How was everybody's night?
I dug it. It was nice being on
Yeah.
that. It was nice having the opportunity to just kind of sit back and just no, it was fun. It was I really liked it.
Yeah, welcome to Nathan's first town, a town run by Nathan. This is your first experience of a town run by me.
Yeah, so many criminals, just a crazy amount. So many people are just doing criminal shit.
There's a reason for that or something.
Well, yes, but
would know.
still, so much criminal shit. And
This must have a raging economy to support this many criminals.
Yeah, they must be doing great.
Who
Like
knows?
this.
Well,
As we all know, criminals are only in rich parts of
Yeah, well, everyone seems if they're getting robbed left, right, and center, and
I know
everyone's
what you mean.
still getting by.
Yeah, like
Yeah, yeah.
tourism must really suffer here. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like if like rob most people night one, like no
Well,
one ever would want to come here.
you did see that. Well, you never know what price they charge people. They might have just seen that you guys were running in at a heightened pace and was like, hey, we can charge these guys a fortune because they need to get in for some reason. Also, as like a lot of the town people said, there's a lot of people that do come into the town. They just go straight to the west side.
Okay.
So yeah, who knows?
I mean, Paris has a lot of pickpocketers and robbers, and they do pretty well tourism wise. Maybe this tiny town has an Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, who knows? But
Yeah.
on that note, we'll say goodbye to the actual stream part. We'll have our own little discussions after. I have been your NATO. This guy. I've been your DM. You can always catch me here Fridays. I'm having one shot with Zach and some special guests next week. I'm so excited for that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm hella excited. And then from that week onwards, I will be having both my crews back on their regular kind of thing. So we have the BKs and the NKs running on their crews. You guys are back for this year. That they need one more week off, so they're having one more week off, and I've got a special one shot then. And also my other podcast Wednesday nights, You Game Bro podcast. I interview streamers and people from all the gaming industries and stuff like that. So go check that out. Jenny, where can the people find you and all the beautiful things you do?
On Twitter, at Ginny Was, where if I review some shit, I will put it up there. And yeah, I'll be around.
Beautiful. Castleberry, where can the beautiful people find you and all the beautiful things you do?
On Twitch at Castleberry, on Twitter at Castleberry, anywhere at Castleberry. That's me.
Nice. And Sir Zachary of Cute Face.
Oh, guys.
Just a charmer you are.
Hey, look, I enthralled Ginny and dragged her to her doom. It was so easy that I loved
Yeah, it was. It was so
Zachary,
easy.
where can the people find you and all the beautiful things you do?
I'm at Zach Naeem, my full name. It's down near my face. On Twitter, I do a lot of tweeting there. You can also find my podcast, I Speak Giant. We're just about to finish our first book of the campaign, so the first major arc. But yeah, you can jump on. We're about 60 episodes now. Yeah, that's what I do.
Beautiful. And this has been Distant Dungeon. Oh shit! Yeah, I started a Twitter. I can't remember it now. Oh shit! It is Distant Dungeoneer. So go check that out. I will have to put up links and all that. But yeah, I'll anything to do with this kind of stuff I'll be doing from there, so I don't flood my own Twitter. I've been kind of spacing stuff out, so it's a lot easier to. So people who like X thing from me don't get flooded with Z things from me and stuff like that. So go check that out, Distant Dungeoneers. I'm gonna be
Distant Dungeons.
Distant Dungeons, that's right, because it wouldn't let me fit Distant Dungeoneer all the way in it. So Distant Dungeons, go check that out. I'll be tweeting a lot from that. I've been putting some more effort into the YouTube side because I put all the VODs. So you can watch all the previous episodes, because this is episode 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all up on the YouTube, so go check that out. And all the BK and all the one-shots that I've been doing recently, so go check all that out. Until next week, I'm going to go find... You know what? I'm going to do a different thing this time. I'm going to go browse, and I'm going to go... How do I search? How do I search Dungeons and Dragons? How do I search that? Ah, there we go. Let's find somebody to fucking share. Oh, yeah. These guys. Okay. The Almighty Tales, they are another Australian crew, so go check them out.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually, me and Luke are gonna be on them, on their community one shot on Sunday.
Ah, cool.
Check that out.
All right, so beautiful. That's fucking easy thing. So we're gonna send over there, go say hi, show them how much you love D&D, and say a big hi from us at Distant Dungeoneers. So go check them out. Raid. Oh my god, Almighty Tales. There we go. Please work. No, it is not working. Why is it not working? I love when stuff just doesn't work.
You're a wizard at this, Nato.
No, I just
Yeah.
typed it, and like usually if it fails, it's like it doesn't accept this command. But this time it just didn't do anything. It just. Nope, I'm gonna have to do it for my own thing. All right, let's just do. Right. Let's see if this works. Oh, mighty.
Bye, people.
Tails.
Bye.
Bye.
No, I'm sorry. We're just gonna say goodbye because it won't rate.